You know, from where I'm standing, I can see that our party's in an incredibly strong position heading into next year. What an amazing sight. Nearly 1,500 Tennessee Republicans primed and ready to keep winning elections and to retake the White House in 2016. I want to take just a few moments and extend my gratitude to a few very special folks that are in this room with us tonight. We can't sit here and take credit for all that we're about to discuss, for all that's going to be on the video screens, because much of that success that our party has witnessed over the last few years rightly should be attributed to the individual who led our state party for more than 6 years, and that man is Chris Devaney. His name has become synonymous with success in the volunteer state. In 2010, the party gained a working majority in both chambers of the General Assembly. The party helped turn our congressional delegation to a 7-2 Republican majority. And in 2010, the party elected a great governor in Bill Haslam. That record continued under his leadership to where the state Senate and the state House retained supermajority status. And just this past year, in our Red to the Roots program, we have elected more Republican office holders at the local level than ever before in the history of this state. Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be a Republican in this state because of people like Chairman Chris Devaney. Chris, would you please stand and let us recognize you? I also want to take a moment and thank each one of you for the role that you've played in achieving our success and for helping to make our state one that others want to emulate. Your efforts in this room truly are contagious, and all eyes are on Tennessee watching the good work that we're doing. I want to take a moment and also thank the campaign veterans out there who've helped relentlessly to call voters, to stuff mailboxes, drive up our vote totals. Tonight's a night where you should rightfully be proud of your work. But I also want to take a moment and recognize the true veterans who ensure that we even get to have moments like this and have these discussions. So if you're a veteran in the armed forces, would you stand so we can say thank you to you as well? You ever ask yourself why it is that you're involved in this process, making this long trip across the state to meet tonight? I believe it's because you understand that we have to make this party even stronger than it is. Tonight, as Tennessee Republicans and under new leadership, we begin the work to bridge the gap between the strong heritage of our party's past and connect it with the brightness of its future. As time passes, our mission remains the same: to defend our principles and to fight for our beliefs. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you one of the best ways that we're going to get to do that. And that's if we rise up and defeat Hillary Clinton's bid for the White House in 2016. Our state, where our country can afford to elect her, she has to be stopped. We have to rise up together and put an end to an old way of doing business, or as I like to call it, Barack Obama 2.0. I believe 2016 is going to be that moment that we've all been waiting for to put an end to this mess that we've been put in for the last 7 years. But no prize looms larger than that of the White House. We have the Congress, we have the General Assembly, we've got legislatures all across this country. But without the presidency, we don't set the national agenda. Isn't that what you want? I think that it is. Don't you think it's time that we actually create an opportunity economy that doesn't just drag certain segments of society down, actually lifts every single family up? Don't you believe that? And don't you think it's time that every American child, regardless of where they're from or what their background is, that they have the access to a high-quality education? That's what being a Republican's all about. And don't you certainly think it's time that the federal government balance their checkbook just like Tennessee families have to do as they sit around the table? And I also know that it's way past time that each and every single soul, both in and out of the womb, be given the right to pursue their own version of life, liberty, and happiness. Then that's given by God, not the federal government. That's what we're fighting for in this room tonight. So let's go out and proclaim that we're the party of bold visions and empowering ideas. We're bustling with initiatives and brimming with hope, and not some false hope of a gimmicky campaign. but the lasting hope of opportunity. That's why we have to go forward from here and rise up to the challenge of retaking the reins of leadership in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for being here, and thank you for your generosity tonight.